Welcome back. Today we are featuring noticing, and we are going to start by getting us present so we can be in the moment. So if you will, if you are seated, that is fine, or if you are standing, this would be a little easier to do that way. I'd like you to please stand in a comfortable position so you can feel your feet underneath you on the ground. And we are going to, if you feel safe, you can close your eyes. We're going to start to kind of just allow our feet to sink into the ground and close our eyes. And I'm going to encourage you to sway back and forth. As a reminder, this is dive into engage. And so we are going to go with our theme here, and we are going to imagine that the waves are kind of rocking us back and forth, and we just kind of have a rhythm going. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to breathe in through our nose for the count of 4. We're going to hold that breath for 7 seconds, and then exhale. For the count of 8. Let's try it again. Imagine we're just like slowly, peacefully rocking on the waves. We're not getting seasick. We're just kind of finding a nice rhythm. Breathing in for the count of 4. Holding that breath for the count of 7. And exhale. Last time. Holding that breath for a count of 7. And exhale. Thank you for breathing with me. Now I'm going to ask you to imagine that you are diving in the vast, mysterious expanse of the ocean, or snorkeling if scuba diving is not your thing, and you see this large shape emerging, swiftly swimming towards you. And I'm asking you what feelings are emerging. Are you curious? Are you apprehensive? Are you full of sheer terror? Could it be a whale? Could it be a shark? Is it a playful pod of dolphins? Is it an undiscovered creature of the sea? As it draws near, the shape reveals itself, and it is in fact a majestic school of fish. It's breathtaking. And you realize that your heart is starting to kind of slowly beat back the way that it normally does, and you can breathe a little bit more normally. But it's really important now to take a minute and ask yourself, what did you notice was happening in your body? Can you name what you were thinking, what you were feeling, what you thought you needed at that particular time? That's kind of what the noticing skill is all about. In real life, when we have stuff, are we able to notice what happens in our body and in our mind? Are we able to name it? If we can't do that, there's not much else we can do. So we need to start there. Noticing is the beginning of a skill. Once we are able to notice and then name, I feel, I think, I need, then we can move on to what we call unhooking or diffusing from unworkable or unhelpful thoughts, urges, memories, and feelings. If we're not able to notice and name them, then we stay stuck in those situations. We freeze in that water waiting for the shark to swim at us, if you will. So at times, like despite our best efforts, we find ourselves floundering, if you will, caught in the cycle of distraction that just hinders any progress that we want to be making. Sometimes we get so hooked, like a fish literally on a hook, because all we do is think about things that have happened in the past. Or we can't stop planning for the future, so we're not living in the present. Or we're so afraid of what will or won't happen in the future, we can't live in the present. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in our head that we're just ruminating, what if, or I don't know if I can. And we're just trapped in our own head. It's like a fish being trapped in a net, swimming in circles or flapping around. That's what we're talking about. That all begins with the noticing skill. We start out noticing, and then we start naming, and then in acceptance and commitment therapy, it's called diffusing or unhooking. And in our skill shops, we really work on this skill in particular and learning how to make it more workable or move in the direction of doing the things we want to do. But it starts with noticing. So thank you for breathing with me today and beginning to start noticing and naming and hopefully diffusing from things that make you stuck. See you next time when we start working on giving grace.